On the news this morning, President Muhammadu Buhari to travel to London for routine medical checkup today. Governor Nyesom Wike denies recommending Justice Simeon Amadi to NJC. Rivers State government warns groups against shutting down operations of Julius Berger Nigeria PLC from today. Oil spill ravages Omovri community in Rumekbe Emoha local government area. Traditional ruler in Egbema places 1 million naira bounty on abductors of an expatriate working with construction company in the area. On the foreign scene, a witness narrates the last harrowing minutes of George Floyd's life on the opening day of trial. COVID is real. Observe all health protocols. Protect yourself, protect others. I am Ifiemi Andrew. Governor Nyesom Wike says he did not recommend Justice Simeon Amadi to the NJC for appointment as Chief Judge of Rivers State. Governor Wike said this when members of Football Club of Nigeria, an association of Ikwere lawyers, paid him courtesy call at the government house in Port Harcourt. He said he has submitted the name of Justice Simeon Amadi to the Rivers State House of Assembly for screening and confirmation as recommended by the Rivers State Judicial Service Commission.
I never wrote letter to NJC. I am not a member of the Judicial Service Commission. You need to know the facts before you begin to talk. Nobody can intimidate me by any kind of sentiment. No. I'll do what is right. We knew the crisis that happened here in this state. The Constitution is very clear. It's only the most senior that will be an acting chief. And that was the crisis. In this case, they are nothing like acting chief judge. I don't want to have acting chief judge. I want to do my own thing on time. And we did it on time. And just in their wisdom, submitted two people's names, and NJC recommended one. And you're not playing politics that is the governor.
Governor Nyesom Wike also condemned the action of the former chairman of Football Club for dragging the state government to court over its gesture to judges in the state.
One of the assaults took us to court that don't have power to buy judges' cars, we don't have power to build houses. I was a former chairman. That is the kind of people who produce. That can be somebody who was the chairman of a group who will take government to court, that government build houses for judges. But government can build houses for police. Government can build houses for the soldiers. But when it concerns judges, it becomes corruption. Government can build houses for legislature. I've never seen anything like this in my life. People politicize everything.
The entrance of the Rivers State House of Assembly has remained locked following the strike action by the Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria, PASAN. They are protesting the non-implementation of financial autonomy for state assemblies. Recall that PASAN had last week during their protest barricaded the entrance of the State Assembly, insisting that it will remain closed until their demand is met. But State Chairman of PASAN, Comfort Otuene, told our correspondent yesterday that the protest is still ongoing.
The Rivers State chapter is complying with this national directive, and as you can see, the Rivers State House of Assembly is already under lock and key until the governors, until the speakers and the honorable members, including the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, decide to say, let the Constitution of Nigeria prevail.
The Rivers State government has warned two groups who have threatened to shut down the operations of Julius Berger Nigeria PLC from today not to breach the peace in the state. The Commissioner for Information and Communications, Pauline Nsirim, in a statement, said the government received intelligence report that African Grassroots Empowerment Organization led by Prince Gomene Namene and Rivers State Ethnic Youth Leaders Coalition led by Legbosi Yamabana have been hired to frustrate the ongoing construction of 5 flyovers at Rumola, GRA Junction, Orokri, Worukwo, Orabali, and Mbolu, Ororukwo. He stated that the groups who are hiding under the guise of demanding for local content and corporate social responsibility from Julius Berger are being sponsored by enemies of the state who are not happy with the infrastructural revolution ongoing in the state. Pauline Nsirim said security agencies have been placed on red alert to prosecute anyone or group of persons that will sabotage the completion of these projects. Meanwhile, some youths in Kana local government area have dissociated themselves from a planned protest by the Rivers State Ethnic Youth Leaders Coalition. Coordinator of the National Youth Council of Nigeria Kana chapter, Samson Barilugbene, in an interview with journalists in Port Harcourt, said youths of Kana are peace-loving and cannot disrupt operation of any construction firm in the state. He warned against the blackmailing of a construction firm in the state under the guise of local content.
Lagos Senior has no justification to threaten to shut down the operation of Julius Berger PLC, but should think of something meaningful to do rather than rely on petty blackmail for survival. Kana youths are hardworking, peace-loving, and we continue to support infrastructural development efforts of the Executive Governor of Rivers State. Kana youths hereby condemn this empty threat and call on the security agencies to put the activities of Lagos Senior under check, as it clearly does not mean well for our people.
On his part, a former youth leader in Kana local government, Thank God Baridam, cautioned youths against disrupting peace and development in any part of the state.
The people of Banga in Kana are concerned about need to end insecurity and therefore expect every right-thinking youth of Banga to join efforts in this direction. It is in this view, this realization, that the statement threatening to shut down the operation of Julius Berger, created to my younger brother Lagos Yomabana, a Banga son, is condemned in its entirety. That Obiako and Falga is peaceful, and no stranger, including Lagos Yomabana, should be allowed to intimidate or act in invariance in cause to breach peace, especially as he has not been able to do anything towards ending the insecurity in his own hometown, Banga.
The paramount ruler of Okuzi community in Ogba Egbema Endoni local government area of Rivers State, His Royal Highness Eze Chukwuma Wanoka, has promised to pay $1 million to anyone with useful information on the kidnap of an expatriate in the area. Our correspondent gathered that an expatriate working with a construction company undertaking the Omoku Egbema Dual Carriageway Road project was kidnapped in the early hours of Monday, though the Rivers State Police Command is yet to confirm the incident. Eze Wanoka, who condemned the incident, described the action of the unidentified gunman as an unfortunate attempt to hinder the completion of the project. The traditional ruler also assured Governor Nyesom Wike and the company that the expatriate will be released unconditionally. Moving on, the people of Omoviri in Rumekbe, Emoha local government area of Rivers State say their drinking water has been contaminated after a large oil spill occurred 6 months ago. Our correspondent who visited the community reports that oil is floating on the sea. Members of Omoviri community told our correspondent that months after, the source of the spill is yet to be identified by both government agencies.
We start to experience it more, so much, and we cannot bear it again. Sometimes when you come to the river, everywhere we full of oil. It is not only here, even other places. Our family will be in the farm, will be behind the order of the oil.
We don't have water. Even schools we don't have. Road we don't have. Nothing we have. We just surrounded like that. No light. Nothing. If you plant cassava did not come out. If you plant yam did not come out. If you plant leaf, it did not come out. They affect us. And the oil there like this, how can we use the water and drink?
We need a feed bath and we need a feed drink. And we do, even though the cassava they come stock here to do lolo, we need a feed them again. They affect us well.
The Community Development Committee Chairman of Omoviri, Excellent Eze, said all relevant government agencies are aware, but none have come to their rescue. He also called on the attention of government to the bad state of their roads, the lack of schools and hospitals.
Even the one to drink, we don't normally drink the water again. We don't talk to government, don't talk to companies. Still, we are not seeing any effort. Clean this water for us so that we can get our water well, because it's a gift that God gave us. We are going to environmental, we go to local government, all this while. See, we don't see any effort. See the plantain, how it dried. As we are studying here now, heat from that place will worry you. So the thing is worrying us very seriously.
In the meantime, the Senior Program Officer of Social Action, Prince Edegbo, who led the team on inspection of the impacted site, called for an immediate cleanup of the polluted water in the Omoviri community.
To let the world know how Omoviri community in Rumekbe has suffered so much from an oil spill that has not been detected. The source of the spill has not been detected for several years now, and how it has affected the social and economic well-being of the people. The question is, how has this community been managing since this spill engulfed their source of water? This stream behind us serves as water for cooking, for drinking, and for any other use of water. So Social Action has also written a series of.
The PDP has handed over its flag to the chairmanship candidate of the party in Obiakpo local government area, George Ariolu. This comes 9 days after he was denied the flag over what Governor Nyesom Wike described as gross indiscipline by the candidates during the official flag-off of PDP campaign for the April 17 local government elections in the state. Rivers State Chairman of the PDP, Desmond Akawa, while presenting the flag to Mr. Ariolu, thanked the leadership of the party for resolving all the issues. Still ahead, Chief of Army Staff Ibrahim Atahiru admits Army is facing logistics constraints. Stay tuned.
You no longer have to miss any moment of the action. Listen to us from anywhere in the world. Download the Nigeria Info FM app from your app store. Tap the menu bar on the top left corner of your screen, select Port Hackett, and listen to your number one news, talk, and sports radio station. 92.3 Nigeria Info.
The Chief of Army Staff, Ibrahim Atahiru, says the Nigerian Army is facing logistics constraints and it is affecting its operations across the country. Atahiru was speaking at the opening of the combined Chief of Army Staff First Quarter Conference in Nigerian Army Operations Retreat 2021 in Abuja. Atahiru also said efforts were being made to eliminate the threat of improvised explosive devices, which has been a major impediment to the troops and operations in Operation Lafia Dole.
Again, in order to increase our operational capabilities, I have approved the purchase of spare parts and directed that all damaged and unserviceable equipment in the theater be backloaded for immediate repairs. I want to assure you that I am determined in rebuilding the fighting skills, capacity, confidence, and morale of our troops across the various theaters of operation. In order to achieve this, my top priority for the second and third quarters of the year will be training. I will ensure that through functional training, officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army are equipped with right competencies and skills to effectively undertake daring missions in addition to developing special operations forces. This will be closely followed by procurement and ensures appropriate kitting and provision of protective gear, weapons and equipment and platforms.
President Muhammadu Buhari will travel to London for a routine medical checkup today. A statement from the State House states that the president would meet with the security chiefs in the morning before departing the country for the UK. He is expected back in Nigeria during the second week of April 2021. The Nigeria Union of Journalists in Rivers State has appealed to the Association of Resident Doctors at the Rivers State Teaching Hospital to consider journalists as one of the major frontline workers by extending the COVID-19 vaccine to its members. The state NUJ chairman Stanley Job Stanley made the appeal when the Association of Resident Doctors paid a courtesy visit to the Rivers State NUJ Council at Moscow Road in Port Harcourt.
Other people have been taking COVID-19 vaccine, especially the medical people. That should also be extended to the media, because we, like I said, we are also frontline workers. There's nothing wrong in saying that, okay, I'm allocating so number of vaccine to members of the press. If you want us to come to the hospital, we'll come. If you want to come and bring it here, that will also be fine for us. But we have not been given that opportunity. And the message to the relevant body that we want our people to also be considered as frontline workers to be given this vaccine.
Correspondent Soibio Ruwari reports that earlier the President's Association of Resident Doctors Rivers State Teaching Hospital, Dr. George Ella, who expressed readiness to partner with the media for the collective good of Rivers people, stressed the place of media education in the aspect of preventing health challenges before it gets worse.
We are here to chat with you in a cause for partnership. For us as resident doctors, we are not only interested in treating, but we are also interested in prevention. Because the age-old adage says that prevention is better than cure. And as resident doctors, we must be at the forefront of helping the populace prevent certain diseases, because there are those diseases that are really, really preventable. There's also the need for mass media education.
In a related development, the Commissioner of Police in Rivers State, Ebuka Friday, yesterday led his management team to get vaccinated at the government's headquarters. CP Friday, while flagging off the vaccination, promised that the vaccination exercise will get to all police formations across the command. 1 year after markets were shut down due to the COVID-19 pandemic in Rivers State, oil mill traders have continued to call on the state government to reopen the market. Some of the traders who spoke to our correspondent said things have been difficult for them and many have taken to streets trading.
Even as we are here, we are still appealing to government. They should help us and open the market to enable us to assist our husband the way we normally do before now. We've been loyal, we've been obedient. They should help us. The money, the ticket money, depends. 2,000. Wednesday, the thing is too high, especially those that stay close. A lot of money, sir, at this roundabout.
They die, nothing one person they sell. We are suffering. No food to our children. We can't eat, sir.
Praying that they should open the market so that things will be easy for us.
Because the road, the tax law is stopping us. We cannot sell. We cannot longer run our business. So let him help us and open the market so that we can go inside and sell. We only pay a ticket of 400 naira daily. But Wednesdays, that being the market day, sometimes pay like 500.
Some of the traders also said they pay as high as 2,000 naira in levies to trade in the streets close to the oil mill market.
The money, the ticket money, depends. 2,000. Wednesday, the thing is too high, especially those that stay close. A lot of money, sir, at this roundabout. You have seen where we are.
We only pay a ticket of 400 naira daily. But Wednesdays, that being the market day, sometimes pay like 500.
Meanwhile, Nigeria recorded 48 new cases of COVID-19 yesterday. River State recorded 0 cases. Lagos recorded the highest number of cases with 13. In business, cab hire services within the Port Harcourt International Airport say they are optimistic that the reopening of the airport's international wing will be a boost to their business. Chairman of Joint Car Rentals at the airport, Clinton Ogiti, told our correspondent that many persons have left the business.
Inflow of passengers has not been the same before the coronavirus. Some people has also left the business because of it. Some people also joined the business after the coronavirus. The business has not been as usual. It has also affected us negatively because some people who comes from overseas and all that drop there will still go to that place to pick them up. But for now, we don't see them, but because they have given us information by 15th of April that they will open it, we pray that they open it so that it will also boost our business.
He also said other cab hailing companies have continued to bypass the registered airport taxis to carry passengers. The international wing of the airport, which was closed last year due to the coronavirus pandemic, will reopen on April 15.
And now we'll bring you news from around the world.
A witness has told of the last harrowing minutes of George Floyd's life on the opening day of the trial of Derek Chauvin, the white American policeman accused of killing George Floyd. Donald Williams III, a witness for the prosecution, said Mr. Floyd was slowly fading away during the 9 minutes Mr. Chauvin kneeled on his neck. Mr. Chauvin's lawyer argued his use of force was unattractive but necessary. This trial is being seen by many as a pivotal moment in U.S. race relations. The May 2020 incident in which Mr. Chauvin was captured in video kneeling on the neck of Mr. Floyd in the city of Minneapolis sparked protest in the U.S. and across the world against police brutality and racism. On the news this morning, you heard that Governor Nyesom Wike has said that he did not recommend Justice Simeon Amadi to the NJC. The River State government has warned 2 groups against shutting down the operations of Julius Berger Nigeria PLC from today. Chief of Army Staff Ibrahim Atahiru has admitted that the Nigerian Army is facing logistics constraints. On the foreign scene, you heard that a witness has told of the last harrowing minutes of George Floyd's life on the opening day of trial of Derek Chauvin, the white American policeman accused of killing George Floyd. The news was edited by Enoho Ogbevere. I am Ifiemi Andrew. Contact our newsroom on 0818-900-0017. Cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this morning. Thank you for listening and have a great day ahead.